Alright guys, so welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you a big mail call of basically all the cards I've accumulated over the past few weeks. You'll see that I do already have them open. I have the stacks all set up here for you guys to see. Basically, I'll kind of talk about why I open it beforehand and kind of show you the plans to make a video later on. How to basically assure you're not going to get scammed through different sites like eBay, things like that. By opening the packs a certain way. So I'll go into that another time. Either way, so we have a big mail call here. I'm going to go into basically all the cards first. We have some basketball, some football, some Pokemon. I did my best to kind of go through and organize each pack and set the way, to kind of make it easier to explain. I'm going to try to remember prices, things like that as I go. But basically, everything in here was an investment buy. Nothing in here is really going to be for the personal collection unless I decide down the line to keep it, of course, but most of these will either be being sent out to PSA, ComC, Star Stock, various things like that. It really depends on the player and the card and all that. But I digress. I'll talk about that at a different time. I'm going to dive right into basically what I got, and then over here, because we do have a couple packs set up to maybe open at the end of this. It might end up being a different video depending on how long this one actually takes. So, again, I can stop talking. I'm going to adjust this a little bit to hopefully give a better view on what I have. So we're going to start with the Pokemon pile. This first one I got is a Ho-Oh GX. So I was able to pick this up for very, very cheap. Got it for about $5. So I'm very happy with this. The average price raw is about $30. So really, I kind of do various things, whether it's eBay, using eBay bucks, things like that to get cards for better prices. So definitely I'm not going to go into that now, but definitely take some time to look into it and see. But as you can see, the centering looks very good on it. No real flaws. And created this thing going for well over $100. So I figure if I can get it for something cheap like that, even if it ends up being a PSA 9, then I have a very good shot at making some good money off this one card. Next up is I actually bought these two together as a pack. You'll see it is I believe it's called the cracked ice versions of both of these cards. I got the packs for $20 total. Really had nothing good from the packs except for these two cards, so I ended up getting these two, and yeah, beautiful cards. Both of these look pretty good. The centering's a little funky on this one, unfortunately, and sorry about the glare on these cards. I have them packed up basically ready to go to PSA, so there's a little bit of glare from that plastic. But yeah, so I mean, centering looks good. This one doesn't really have any real flaws on it. And same with this one. If we take a closer look, a little thicker on this side than over here, but really overall, they're really not bad. So at least a PSA 9, I would say. For all these, no real major flaws. So continuing on with the Pokemon stuff, I got these two as a set. I did pay up a little bit for these. I got these both for about $35. Unfortunately, and I'm debating on now, because basically with the Mimikyu and the Pikachu, both of these cards are just going crazy prices. These packs have shot up for almost asinine amounts, and so I'm debating on whether to keep these sealed and sell them this way, or if I'm going to take these cards out, because the centering does look very good. Obviously I can't see the back, but there doesn't appear to be any flaws on the front, and the centering looks very nice. So this could be ones to break and send in, or hold. I'm going to kind of hold off, see how the market goes before I decide what to do with these two. So that's really it for Pokemon investments. Most of my buys over the past few weeks have been football, truthfully. Which now, when I'm filming this video, it's January 26th. So now, truthfully, I'm going to back off a little bit from buying football. Again, I'll make a whole video kind of showing my method, why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I'm going to hold off for the next couple weeks. Wait till the Super Bowl kind of dies down, all the Super Bowl hype, all those things, and then probably pick it back up. But either way, in this stack, well, between these two stacks, I do have a few players that are really honed in on. You'll see down the bottom I do have some PSA stuff that I bought. So I believe this is the only card I bought from this player, but it's going to be DJ Chark. So we have that Disco Prism rookie card. I already have this one also to go to PSA. But yeah, just a beautiful card. I paid about $8 for this one, which might be a little bit high, but you'll see with this one, and I'm sure you can already see on the next one, but I am big on the Jacksonville hype already. So see, I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna leave that one there. So moving right on, so we have DJ Chark, then we have LaVisca Chenault. So these I got as a set. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. I got these 13 cards for after shipping. Ended up being like $12. So almost under $1. Basically under $1 for each card. And granted, yeah, there are some illusions which I know aren't too crazy, but they are the different variants on it. A couple gear cards, and truthfully, I think these are highly underrated. Like this Marble, the Elite Series ones, they're beautiful looking cards. I'm surprised like these aren't one of like the big money cards. You know, maybe I'm missing something on it, but I think it's a great card. This might be one if it really doesn't pan out, that I might just keep for the personal, just because I do think it's a very nice card. So we have that. Again, we have the Instant Impact with the jersey here. We have the like pink variants for the illusions. I believe this is the base illusions. Then we have an Absolute, which again, nothing crazy. Another, that same Instant Impact. Another illusions, and then really the big kind of money one in this one was just his base Prism. So this will be enough, as if he blows up, we have the Trevor Lawrence hype happening, that's going to be enough to basically pay back for this whole set. The Mystique, which is just again a nice card, very clean look to it. And then we have the rookies. We have the red and teal press proof rated rookie, and then the base rated rookie. So I figure even if I just send this along with that base Prism in, just both of those, as long as I can basically pull a PSA 9, it is enough to make the money back on the lot. And most likely with the Trevor Lawrence hype, it's only going to blow up from here. So last one on it, just to show you, I don't want to show you the next guy who I only bought because I bought it for cheap, but another Chenault card. So, and scratch that, one more. One of the Rookies and Stars cards. So again, I got all of these for about $12. So I'm going to do my best to not show you what is up next. But so I ended up getting a Josh Rosen lot, which again, it was nothing too crazy, but I only paid about $4 for this entire set. As many know, Josh Rosen was basically the biggest bust quarterback of that entire draft. He's currently, I think, the backup for the Card. Not the Card. He got drafted to the Cardinals. He went to, I know he's in Tampa Bay. Maybe he's on the 49ers right now. Truthfully, I don't even know where he ended up. I know at one point he was back up to Tom Brady, which is what I was kind of big on him because, you know, learning behind the GOAT, one of the best quarterbacks there is, you know, he's had a lot of time to kind of develop and just learn. You know, he was taken at his spot for a reason, and I just don't believe he's had a true shot yet. So I ended up getting a few of his cards. Unfortunately, a lot of them did come in these jerseys, in his college jerseys, but at the end of the day, still, I was able to get for cheap, which made me pull the trigger. Because I think as soon as he gets a starting job somewhere, I can just sell this lot back right away. This, I think, was actually the reason I bought it, because it was basically $5, all these extra cards, and then the Premier jerseys, which truthfully I'm a fan of. I know jersey cards don't seem to do as well, but very nice looking card with that, you know, silver reflective on it. So figure hold off for this. He blows up, and yeah, we're good to go from there. So moving on, now the PSA ones. I'm going to, you know, you already saw the first one, but I'm going to flip them. But we have a PSA 10 Jarrett Stidham. So I was able to get this one for $15. As we know, Stidham, he got beat out by Cam Newton, even though Cam Newton did not look good. But personally, I'm a huge fan of the Select artwork on these cards. I think they're one of the best. So I am always prone to buying them, even if they don't resell for that much. I do think eventually that might switch. So hopefully my investments will work out on that. But got a Jarrett Stidham PSA 10, Gem Mint 10 for $20. And yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful card. And again, he gets a starting spot anywhere. This card's only going up. And again, I think he's another one who, especially with New England's wide receivers, he has not had a chance to really show his potential. I do think he has a chance to be, maybe not great, but at least a good starting quarterback in the NFL. So I'm going to hold out for that. And again, maybe these investments don't work out, but I'm going to take a chance. If I find good deals of someone who I think is going to be great, I'm going to go for it. This next one, as you saw, maybe class of 2013, Keenan Allen, Gem Mint 10. So Prestige Picks, which, truthfully, I need to double check what I paid for this. I don't actually remember off the top of my head. This is one of the first investments I made, and truthfully, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't get one like this, but I remember seeing it was a pretty good deal, which is why I ended up grabbing it. But again, Gem Mint 10, with Herbert, all his hype, how well he's been playing. I think Keenan Allen, he's been kind of one of those guys who, yes, he's a great wide receiver, but he's never in the talks every season of, the top wide receiver in the NFL. He's always basically, I would say probably top 10, maybe top 12 in terms of his stats, but he seems to be the guy who's kind of under the radar a lot. So I want to pick him up because I think he's going to have a great season. If Herbert keeps going on this tear that he has, hopefully no sophomore slump or anything. And last but not least, we got a Mecole Hardman, Gem Mint 10, the rated rookie. And personally, I think it's a beautiful card. I did see that they had one without this pink on it, but I thought, just with the Chiefs, I don't know what it was, something about the pink drew me to it, but that silver reflective as well. So I ended up going with this one over the silver, even if the silver might have been a better financial decision. Mecole Hardman is low-key one of my favorite receivers in the NFL. I don't think he's really had a shot. Well, maybe, as I say that, this past week in the championship, he kind of showed up. He had the fumble, but he ended up making up for it. He had like a 50-something yard run. He had a touchdown. So I think people are really starting to see that he is a good kind of second wide receiver because him and Tyreek Hill, they're basically like the same wide receiver. One of them is down the field, the other one's going to be open. They can both outrun basically everyone else in the NFL. So I think they're going to be great duo. Yeah, especially Travis Kelce. They're scary. I'm not a huge Chiefs fan, but Mecole Hardman, that offense is scary. So this next one, as you can already see, is we have, as you can see, I got a ton of them in this one, which I was very happy about. I'll leave that since we already talked about him. But I picked up an Allen Iverson rookie lot. So this one I was a little disappointed about. I forget what it was on it, but there was a flaw somewhere. Oh, it's right there, that black line, which I couldn't really see in the pictures. I thought it was something on the case. Unfortunately, it is on the card itself, so it kind of kills the value. This is what I was hoping to send into PSA, but shame on me for not inspecting well enough or kind of taking the shot on it. And then next up, this is one that is going to be submitted. Another Allen Iverson rookie. Very nice card. Minimal flaws on it, especially given the year. Whoever had this took very good care of it. So like this, AI has always been one of my favorite players. It's kind of AI, I feel like one of those guys, you either loved him or you hate him. Growing up, he was one of my all-time favorites. So, especially with the Kobe documentary coming out, people are saying AI is going to have a huge kind of part in it because it came up at the same time, just about. So I ended up getting a few of these, all different variants. Some of them rookies, some of them not. But again, more so bought for these two cards I just set aside that showed from the beginning. And most of these will probably end up going to the personal collection. Truthfully, this is one of my low-key favorites, just because it talks about his signature shoe from '97, which I thought was pretty crazy. This is more like a Reebok sticker, I think, but cool card, especially where I am big into shoes, not so much Reebok, but I thought it was kind of a cool pickup, cool thing to have for a collector's item. And then, so we're back into football. This was last stack. So again, I told you I'm a fan of Select. I'm a fan of Mecole Hardman. I saw this for about $4, so I ended up picking that up. Just a beautiful variation of the card. Again, Mecole Hardman, I won't go into him again, but good pickup to have. So next up we have, I'll leave that there. So we have 4 of his cards. So I ended up getting these, I think it was these 3 together, or maybe these 3, one of each of the variations. and that's something to do with shipping. The guy reached out to me saying like, hey, sorry for the delay. I truthfully didn't even notice. It was like 2 days after I ordered, saying, hey, I'm gonna throw you in a free gift. He ended up sending me just an extra Henry Ruggs. I ended up getting the pink NFL debut, 2 of the mosaics along with the NFL debut down here. So Henry Ruggs, he didn't really live up to his potential this season. Granted, maybe it was whatever, the Raiders offense. Maybe it was you can blame it on a number of things. Basically, he was the guy who was just supposed to run down the field, get open, just kind of spread the field. And he showed a couple flashes here and there, but overall wasn't able to really produce. I do think if they can kind of get their act together, there will be a pretty good offense. Derek Carr, even too, he showed flashes of playing pretty well. He looks like he still has something left in the tank, something to prove too. So Henry Ruggs is the guy I am watching if I can grab his lot. I think I got these cards for about $3 total with shipping. Or sorry, these 4 cards for about $3 with shipping. So happy to pick these up and just kind of stash them away, see what happens, try to sell us a lot. These are not ones I would send to PSA just because he doesn't have too much hype right now. Maybe eventually I would send like these 3 in or something, but most likely sell as a lot like this. So next up, I'm going to get these kind of out of the way because these are, I think, more so individual cards. So this first one, ended up getting a Topps Chrome Allen Robinson rookie autograph. So I double checked with this. All these little marks are on the penny sleeve on it. Thank God. I was very nervous because again, it wasn't shown in the photo. So a little nervous when I got it when I first saw that, but luckily it worked out. So thank God. Allen Robinson is a guy again who currently on the Bears. He has a shitty situation there. They can't figure out their quarterback. Is Mitch Trubisky good? Is he bad? Does he suck? Is he a bust? What's going to happen with him? He's so up and down. But Robinson has shown that he's a top 10 receiver with that inconsistent quarterback. So that's enough right there to kind of show me, like, okay, this guy is going to be good no matter where he goes. He still has something left. And I was able to get this for like $6 for an autograph card. So I snatched that up as soon as I saw it. And I think he's a guy that just people are dismissing. He's on the conversation as a top wide receiver, especially given his situation. But if you kind of pay attention to what he's doing in the situation he's in, you can see that he does still have a lot to offer. So it was an easy pickup for me. This is one I'll probably end up sending in to have back for next season, at the start of next season, because again, I think he's going to fly under the radar. People are going to overlook him, and then he's going to come out explosive. So that's my hope for him. So these next ones I will show together because actually I'll save those for last. This next one I got as a lot. I paid $8 I think for it, and so we have Rashard Higgins. So just show you real quick. These Donruss rated rookies. So you'll get these for about $5 for the 4 cards, and just given OBJ's situation in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield's killing it. Who knows if he's going to come back well. And Landry obviously has been good, but I think him or Donovan Peoples-Jones basically going to be a toss-up between who takes over that spot. So I got him for cheap, so I grabbed it. Then these last 3 that I have, I got a Paris Campbell, the rookies autograph. Got this one for about $2. A Michael Pittman base, and a Paris Campbell Origins. This one more so, I don't really know the value of Origins, but just given that this is an on-card autograph, and personally I like the designs of Origins a lot, it was a easy grab for me at about $4. So yeah, so again, all of these are more so investments rather than me to keep personally, and I wanted, without making this video too long, I wanted to go into kind of why I bought what I did and my reason for it. But yeah, so I'm going to try to do these as I want to build up most of my, the mail a little bit, then open them all. And again, I'll go into kind of why I do things like that to avoid scams, various things like that. So, alright guys, so I hope you liked this video. Again, I wanted to touch upon kind of my investments, why I bought, who I did, and the reasons for it. So again, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I plan on doing, hopefully, mail calls kind of weekly and talk about my investments or personal buys. And hopefully just want to expand it from there and talk about different various aspects of, the hobby, collecting, investing. I definitely lean more towards the investing side rather than collecting for myself. Eventually, once I have kind of like the space and luxury to do so, I'd like to be able to collect a lot more and display all my stuff, but until then, it's going to be more so an investment kind of thing, and that's what I want to talk about on this channel a lot more. So, again, make sure to like this video, leave a comment, let me know kind of what you thought of these pickups, who's someone you're investing in, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.